Most people never hear these life-changing lessons. Don't be one of them. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Leo Tolstoy. The more I read, the more I acquire, the more certain I am that I know nothing. Voltaire. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Laozi. Wisdom begins in wonder. Socrates. Judge a man by his questions rather than by his answers. Voltaire. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Confucius. Do not correct a fool, or he will hate you. Correct a wise man, and he will appreciate you. Proverbs chapter 9 verse 8. A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. William Shakespeare. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Albert Einstein. To acquire knowledge, one must study, but to acquire wisdom, one must observe. Marilyn Vos Savon. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Jimi Hendrix. Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening when you'd have preferred to talk. Doug Larson. It is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt. Abraham Lincoln. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. Mahatma Gandhi. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Ram Dass. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Baltasar Gracian. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances, as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. Chinese proverb. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Aristotle. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey. It is not what we have, but what we enjoy, that constitutes our abundance. Epicurus. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Plato. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Laozi. It is not length of life, but depth of life. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Buddha. Sometimes it's not about winning the argument, but about understanding the other person. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. Eleanor Roosevelt. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Laozi. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. Albert Einstein. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Victor Hugo. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Aristotle. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. Anton Chekhov. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Confucius. Maturity is when you stop complaining and start making changes. Roy T. Bennett. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. Lousy. A little foolishness, enough to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid the errors, that will do. Osho. We learn from history that we do not learn from history. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Be as you wish to seem. Socrates. Wisdom is the sunlight of the soul. German proverb. Wisdom is knowing what to do next. Virtue is doing it. David Starr Jordan. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson.